Hello, hello, welcome back. My name is Joshua So, and this is Composing Live, episode 123. We've done over 100 episodes now, and we are climbing our way over to the 200 mark. So, right now it's season of Halloween, and I thought it'd be a lot of fun to go ahead and try another Halloween tune. Last time we did this, we did a Harry Potter track, and it was the Professor Umbridge track. This time around, this is a little bit more vintage, so to speak. This is a TV show that I grew up watching as a kid in the 90s and even I think early 2000s. This is a popular TV show on Fox. It's called Tales from the Crypt, and I thought it'd be fun to do another one. So speaking of Halloween, I thought maybe it would be a good time to also share another project of mine. Hello Guy Shard, by the way, and hey Sam, it's great to see some familiar names and faces. I thought I'd share a project that I've been working on over the last year. It's a Halloween album. I was hired by a singer-songwriter artist that's locally in Utah, who goes by the name Halloween King, or The Halloween King. And we were working on about 8 tracks, and we're trying to do more, but we only had time to deliver 8 tracks over to Spotify. I thought I'd share that with you guys. So the album name is the Jack-O-Lantern Dreams, and maybe I'll share this on both of on the Twitch side and on the YouTube side, so you guys can see that in the comments. So that's the name of the album. The artist's name is The Halloween King. I would play some for you, but it seems like there's always like copyright stuff that gets blocked sometimes, so I just don't want to risk anything there. At least the times I've shared it on Instagram, I get these copyright warnings and saying some countries won't be able to see it. So it's kind of a bummer, but you guys can look it up. Here is a link to the Spotify album, and I'll just leave it there just so you guys can see. With that being said, we are going to jump right into this Tales from the Crypt. The composer, I should say, not author, but the composer is Danny Elfman. Of all the people who would write this, this is probably the best person to write a theme for some kind of horror, spooky TV show. So, and I thought it'd be fun to also play you the video. If some of you are my age or older, you guys probably can remember this TV show. So I'm going to unmute and let's go ahead and press play, shall we?
From the Crypt.
All right, so that is Tales from the Crypt. And that Crypt Keeper is the host of the show. It's just a puppet, but and that puppet's really funny too. This guy here, it's kind of hard to see him, but yeah, yeah. This gives me fond memories. It would play like at midnight, like on Saturday night. And yeah, there was some pretty dark stuff. I noticed that a lot of composers who you would recognize, like James Horner, David Newman, they all contributed to episodes. Danny Elfman, of course, for this theme. So it was a pretty cool thing that they had going for, I don't know, several years. I don't know how many seasons they had, but yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a, some of it's kind of cheesy, but it's a good vintage horror type show. All right, so I should go ahead and just talk real quick um, about the instrumentation. As you hear in the beginning, there's some organ. I kind of was working on it a little bit beforehand, just kind of getting some sounds ready. I do apologize. I didn't get everything ready for this one, so we're gonna have a kind of a slow start here, but I thought this would be fun to work together on. So this is a grand organ that I got from Rathgar is the title of the organ. I think the developer is Edu Prado Sounds. I've done an actual live stream YouTube video about it back in the day. It's one of the better organs that I've played with, and I really dig it. I put in my template, and this is just the pedal for it. Right, and maybe I'll move my screen so that I'm not covering over to the other side. Let me figure out how to do that real quick. There we go. Okay, so now that you can see that, and it's not covering the beginning, you can see that. So really pretty simple line, very chromatic as you can see here. I should probably also put some of the fade on there right now. Also, riffs that rule, welcome on board. It's good to see you. I was trying to type hi earlier when I was playing the music, but it wouldn't let me. So anyways, let me go ahead and put this in. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, we should probably mute this so that we can just hear ourselves. Okay. And right away, it's just not loud enough. So let's solo this too. We need to bring it about right there. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I think with organ we can kind of keep the dynamic the same throughout. Maybe at the climactic part we'll just mess a little bit with it. Okay, this leads to the next part that I was working on. This took me a little bit of time to figure out what the organ was doing. And I could be slightly off, but this is what I heard. So it's an interesting way of playing it too. Maybe, so I think two hands would be more effective than one. I think you can do it with one hand. It's just not as clean. And then I think adding a pedal helps. Right, so that's kind of the idea there. I just kind of put this on the grid, quantize that as you can see. But yeah, that's the idea. So let's go ahead and figure out some of the other sounds. If you heard the track just earlier, there was some timpani, which I have in my template already loaded. There was also just the good old orchestra, strings, brass. Woodwinds are chugging. I think the woodwinds are chugging along with the organ here, so we'll add that in a second. I do want to add more of the sounds first before we actually dive into all this other stuff. So I do hear choir. Choir is a tricky one because there's some kind of this like pitch bend happening in these choirs, and I'm hesitant to use some of my ones in here because I don't think you can pitch bend. We can try. Let's go to one of the choirs I have. It has to be kind of generic, just oohs and ahs. I think maybe let's see. Let's just go to voices. Season 7. I'm gonna have to. 7 seasons is what riffs that rule mentioned. Cool. I'll have to revisit some of those episodes in the 7 seasons. Okay, so I'm thinking out loud. What if we did Silka? And I'll just open up all of these guys for a second. We might need them. And Silka is a cool, like kind of like a mysterious fantasy library almost for choir. There's some Ahs. And give it a second for that to load. Sometimes, for whatever reason, it needs that. Let's see. Maybe not. Let me try a different approach here. Hopefully that kicks on. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so that was working. Maybe I need to just like assign a key switch on it. Okay, so we'll have to do like a ah. That's weird. It's doing other. It's like a buzzy. Let me see what's going on. Oh, I see. I'm looking at a different library. Okay, so I'm using my pitch bend. I can't do that. So there's a few options. We could render it and render in place, so we have some wave files, and then I can pitch bend it with just the wave tools that we have in Cubase. Let's see this one here real quick. So this one has a ah, and we can't pitch bend that either. That would have been my first choice if we could do that. If anything, let's try to find something that's more moldable. I think Omnisphere actually would be a pretty decent one. They have some cool libraries that you can program and do all that. So that would be my first bet. Another one is Contact Factory. Contact Factory has some decent choir stuff that I think you can pitch bend. So let's look at Omnisphere first, and then go from there. Ooh, do apologize. Last week I had a gig that came up just like I think a few hours before I was gonna announce the live stream last week to do this one, but then that took up all my time and finished up yesterday actually. So then I had a little bit of time to take a breather before doing this. So anyways, human voices. Let's go down to this little choir, and we have some marcato. We have maybe it'd be something in between the forte and marcato. Okay. Okay. So let's tweak the pitch bend. As you can see here, you have 2 down and 2 up. So if we just go 1 instead, I wonder how that sounds. Okay, so it's a little more realistic, so to speak. I mean, it's not realistic, but it's just more moldable that way. Okay, so let's stick with that. Maybe we'll try the marcato too for a second, and I'm going to double this up. Choir full Oz forte. Let's duplicate that, and on the same one, let's call this the marcato. Okay, and let's see how this sounds. I kind of like that even better. Let's change that as well in here. Alright, that's sort of the sound we're going for on those. There's also just the men and the women, individual. That could be useful, but let's see. Let's maybe see one that's a little more dry, or more upfront. Let's see. What's this one? Chordal choir. I'm not sure. So this would be like major, minor chords if you press a key. You have a gospel one that's interesting. Pop Oz. I don't know. Maybe we can just get away with this, but I am curious to see what a gospel choir would sound like. So let's find that over here. Oh, let's see. Gospel. Okay. and this would be the top one, gospel choir, Mark. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that might work. We want like a ah sound, right? So if you press harder, it goes ah, and then softer is ooh, it sounds like. I'll go a little quieter. Oh, also, I should make sure that these MIDI learns have CC7 on them. Okay, let's do that too, and then maybe we can layer 2 of those together. So we have that. Let's make sure that on these other omnispheres that I have, once it loads up, we do this. It's kind of annoying. You have to do this for every omnisphere instance. I wish it. I mean, there's probably a way to do that, so it's always like that, but I haven't got around to figuring that part out. But yeah, so we have this. Okay, I think that is besides maybe some percussion and maybe some waterphone that I heard. That's it. So let's go down to the percussion now. So we have waterphone, which is towards the end. A waterphone is a funky instrument. I still don't really know what it is. I should. I'm a percussionist, but I never was exposed to it too much. So I've full disclosure, I never played a waterphone in person. I play a lot of percussion, but never waterphone. It's one that I love to get my hands on one day. Maybe I'll order one and play it right in front of you guys. Okay, so there's some waterphone. That's some samples that I like using for that. And then the other one was kind of like these like clitter, I don't know, like a pitter patter or like a put sound. I'm not sure what type of sounds that was in the beginning. If I press play here, that it's like it just sounds like almost like a low woody sound. So that's always hard. Sometimes you have to spend hours sometimes finding the perfect sound. So I mean, I could just go to my damage, just do one of these. It could be something like that. Let's find some other sounds. It's like that, but like pitched down an octave. Okay, so let's look at some other sounds. Real quick, a taiko would be a good little idea or compromise. So let's see here. This is from I'm drawing a blank now. It's a hybrid studio taiko by Fallout Music Group. So it's not quite that sound we're looking for. It'd be something like that, but with like some more low reverby tail to it. But I think that might be okay. One of these doesn't have to be perfect on that, but it just needs something there. Let's look at some Arc stuff. Arc is always cool. Arc Epic Percussion. A lot of these are same instruments like taiko or bass drum, but nothing that really comes to mind. I might have some Chinese type sounds too. Let me think about the name. It's called I'm trying to think. I'm gonna have to find it. Ethnic percussion and guban. That's the word. So there's the guban, and then there's This is from Jade. Oh yeah, Chinese opera blocks. There you go. Okay, so maybe one of these. Let's just spend another few minutes on this real quick. No, that's too high pitched. One of these up here. I feel like it's not turning on for some reason. That's strange. Let me turn it on this way. Oh, there we go. Okay, so nah, that's not the sound either. Okay, so out of those sounds that we just played around with, I would probably go with this one. Something like that. So we'll just stick with it's like a low taiko hit. Let's do that. We can layer it if we have to. And then anything else? I think that's it for the sounds. Nice timpani hit. Oh yeah, there's harp. I already got some harp going. Okay, so what instrument is that? Let's identify that real quick. It sounds kind of like a bari sax to me. It could also be a bass clarinet. So let's pull out some of that bass clarinet. So I have one of these. It could be a bassoon. It's kind of hard. My first initial impression was bari sax. So I don't know if you guys were thinking the same thing or not, but one of those would work really well. So let's try that. So we got that into the mix. It could be I mean, I don't know. Until we try it, then we'll know. Contrabassoon, it could be that. And then I mentioned bari sax, right? So the bari sax I don't have in a template, but I think one that makes it pretty well, that's actually free, is the orchestral tools. So I'm just going to load it in case none of those other ones work. I'll call it brass. I know it's not brass, but that's the closest thing here. So so the one that I was going to try, and I've used this for a lot of other things, is this is like, it's called Rotary, but I think it's from their Glory Days sample library, their big jazz library, and this is just like a sample of it. But yeah, this is a pretty good library. I highly recommend it, and it's free. So, oops, sorry. Sometimes that happens when I duplicate the track. So we'll just separate them into different articulations. So this is bari sax, and let's just call it Mark. And then on this one, we'll call this one staccato, even though it's staccatissimo. Let's grab the other one out. On this one, well, let's go ahead and switch it out to that instrument. Okay. And, oops, let's see. Let's delete that. Here we go. Okay. All right, so let's kind of play around with that for a second. All right, let's figure out the melody too here. I'm gonna go one more down octave. It actually doesn't go that low. I don't have any lower notes on that. So, although that's a great tone, it doesn't go lower, so that kind of makes me wonder if it's that instrument. Contrabassoon can go that low. So sorry, I'm plunking this out. Let's listen one more time. Okay, and that is one of the contrabassoons I own. Let's try a different one real quick. So you have this one, and then you have this cinesample, or no, this is the, what do you call, Cinematic Studios. Sometimes I get Cinematic Studios and the Cinesamples mixed up. Okay, so here, okay, let's try maybe like a short sound. Okay, let's go a little longer. Let's go. I got him. And then. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so then we have one more time. Oops. So I think we're gonna rule it out to contrabassoon here. Just the bari sax has a great tone, but it just doesn't have that range. So let's go ahead now. We're gonna double that. It sounds like with a tuba actually. So just for the hell of it, I'm gonna play that melody together with the tuba. Let's see if we can hear that together and see what it sounds like. My triggers aren't working for some reason, so I'm gonna have to do it this way. I always have a backup for everything, just making sure. It looks like that's what we'll have to do today. So let's try it. That's pretty much the gist of the song, or this tune. There's like a middle section. It changes key and it plays it again. But in this key, it's E flat minor. It sounds like so. Okay, and then whatever key it goes into, we'll figure that out after. So I think that's a good start, right? I think we have that. We have some strings, like really fast string runs. I should probably load that in real quick, and then we can go ahead and rock and roll. So first off, we got our choir down now. So let's go ahead and disable any our hide disable tracks. I should probably get some string runs going. So there's some cool, like the easiest, the cheat way to do it is get the string run from Cinesamples. So what do I call that? Is it Hollywood Strings? No, it's string run, string something. It's up here somewhere. string runs, Cine string runs. So let's go ahead and open up 2 of those. And then what I'll also do is load in a really good one that I like using when you're programming in string runs, and that's the east-west stuff. String, I would say just violin. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe 2 of these, maybe viola. But I don't think we need to do it for the cello or the bass. So let's open these guys up. And after this, I think we have all our sounds. There might be some like solo other instruments like woodwind that we can load in as we go, but this I think we're ready. So on this one, we have some slur runs. There you go. It's too low. Oh man, let's try it again. Let's try it again. Anyways, we'll have to kind of mess around with that. Is there one over on the second violins? There sure is. And then viola, I'm not sure if it has one. No. So on these 2, when you layer them together, sounds pretty good. You can do a lot of fast runs that way. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get started. So on the very beginning of this, we have the organ. So I'm just going to start with that organ again. Okay, cool. And at this point, I'm probably just going to get rid of the video so I can save on some resources. It'll be a little less distracting as well. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then now we can just focus on the music. So first off here, cool. I think for the most part, this can be a little higher. Now let's make sure this is a little brighter. That's good. So there's that. Let me go ahead and get rid of this. Let's go and outline maybe the organ part just throughout to the end of this phrase. So we have. Okay, so I think as soon as the melody kicks in, I'm not sure if the organ plays anymore. Okay, I hear it right there, but man, it's so hard to hear it in between that. So I hear it there. There is another melodic instrument that we'll have to find eventually. That's like a synthy, I don't know, a keyboard. It can be like a theremin even. But anyways, I'm having trouble figuring out if we should put something there. So if we should do that and go. Yeah, so the chords change, of course. But yeah, I'm thinking, if we're gonna add something there, I'd say it would be safe to not do it, but there might be a chance there is. So let's do this. Let's just put in the more obvious areas. So right there. So basically we're just doing this little thing again here. By the way, the tempo is at 146. Anyone is curious about that? So this actually locks in really well with the grid. It doesn't really change much. The little transition measures So 2 measures where he goes dun 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 dun, dun, and then it goes back to the melody here. So 4 measures, I should say. Let's put a little note there. And let's just call it transition with a key change, and then this is the key change. Let's call it A key change. Anywho, there's probably organ here as well. I'm gonna stop actually there and just figure out the rest of the stuff before we even do the transition. So there's that. Cool. Let's go to the most obvious next section would be the this harpsichord. So it sounds like harpsichord is just playing. Oops. Let me try that again. Sounds like the harpsichord is playing just dun 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 sort of thing with a chord change with the left hand. Let's try this. It's kind of just doing that over and over. So if we were to figure out what happens when the melody kicks in, that'll be good to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and just go. It does it twice. But I should also mention there's a weird one bar half a bar kind of thing happening, so I have to just delete that over here. So you go. Okay, and then delete this. And the rest of the time, they're just like even numbers. So there's just a weird odd insert in the beginning of that. And then, okay, so now we got that for the most part. We could put a little sustain pedal on this part as well. So basically you're resetting that and going to the next section here. Let's do that again over here. Okay, and let's do it one more time. Over. Well, actually, hold on. Da 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 da. Oops, I actually was 1 bar early or half a bar early. There we go. Okay, so now harpsichord is more or less done. Let's do some shaping to that. Let's try again. Let's go louder. And then sometimes these guys over here can be a little shy because that's just how it started. As I'm copy and paste, I'll sort of randomize this more and get it louder. Okay, so we have. Hey, Greg. Tales from the Crypt. It's classic. Okay. All right, so we got that little riff down. Let's listen to now the melody. Did I make a marker? I did not. So let's put this little marker on here and put down A section, I guess, for the melody. All right, and let's listen to what the harpsichord does here. Okay, so it's hard to say. It's hard to say what it's doing because it's so quiet, but it's kind of following a similar pattern. I'm thinking it's not playing this exactly note for note on the previous section, and it's outlining chords of the melody. So we got to actually figure out what the chord progression is actually. So, let's do this. Let's go to the piano and sketch it out real quick. So we have some chords either above it or below it. Let's try below it for a second. This is outlining an E flat still. And then what chord is that? It's probably a B diminished chord. So I'm gonna just mark that in real quick. So we have E flat minor. Dun, dun, dun. Let me actually put this in. So right there, this after what, 3 measures, you go to B minor, B diminished, excuse me. Okay, and then here I think it's a B flat major. B flat major. Let's play a piano to that. That's a G sharp minor chord. Yeah, could be A flat minor as well. So let's just write it in. G sharp, or I'll say A flat. A flat. Boom. Okay. A flat minor. So I want to say A flat diminished too. Let's say A flat minor for now, and then it could be like that. So it just kind of does a cadence there of a 1-5-1 here, minor 1-5-1. Bum bum bum. Oh, so right on this measure. All right. So let's now that we have the chord progression here, let's figure out the harpsichord stuff. The harpsichord is, of course, up here. So we're I mean, I can just copy and paste this just for convenience. It probably would sound better if I were to perform this, but I think since I'm really using more of my cognitive stuff right now, I'd rather just do this and figure this out. So let's go ahead and hum it as we play it. Okay, so here we would have to go and spell out basically a diminished chord, right? So, and that maybe the upper notes are the same. Okay, so and then it changes again. So let's just keep going. So on that B flat chord here, we have it could be the same, but maybe we go down one. That one, I'm not sure. Let's see. Maybe we go. So, So I guess we can keep it the same there. It really works out with the chords. And then we have a flat minor. Maybe we go down. So that's spelling out a flat minor chord now. So that's where I'm a little bit. Do we try a diminish? You could also go down, maybe. And then, of course, we haven't put any of the sustain on. That'll make it sound a little less wonky. I mean, I'm just guessing here. We can listen and see if we can pick it out. It's so hard to hear. It's just everything else is so loud. It almost sounds the same. It almost sounds like it's not moving with that. But maybe the bottom notes stay somewhere relatively. It could be a diminished, so it feels diminished. This could work. So that's my guess, and if that's the case, this would be a flat diminished chord instead, fully diminished 7th chord with a is that right? Yeah, something like that, because the F sharp's in there, and then we have this part, which really should be easy. So if I were to do these and just kind of fill it out, because I think it just tails out with that E flat minor. Then you kind of have this thing going on. So we go. So the only thing that would change is this second half of this bar would go down to a D. Cool. And then, you know, just to give it some more variation, if we want, we could do a little bit of that. We could make it a little louder, perhaps. Or actually, you know, instead of going louder, let's go softer, because once the melody comes in, you want to give it some spotlight for that instrument. So let's go the opposite. Something around there. Okay. All right. So now I'm actually going to fill in the organ as well, now that we know our chords. So we have. I'm not sure if that works, but let's do it. And then, oops, let's see here. This would go to E flat minor, go back here. Oh, but then you have bum bum. That's my initial guess. Let's listen and if we can pick out anything with the organ. I highly doubt it. My guess is a C sharp because of the way it's been doing that in the past. But that doesn't really make sense in this chord unless you're doing like a C sharp, like diminished. Oh, you know, I lied. It's not a fully diminished A flat minor chord. It'd be a flat half diminished 7th chord. And then so anyways, what I'm trying to say is maybe it doesn't go to E flat minor. We can go I'm just seeing if we can make that C sharp make sense. Could be like an F sharp chord or a G. I don't think so. Anyways, it could work this way, but it might sound weird. So to play it safe, let's just do that. Okay. Going on, we now can go to some other things, more fun things like timpani, for instance. Let's listen to the recording. And let's do that percussion hit too. Why not? Boom. So I think it was one of these two. Okay, that's close. Huh, there you go. So this is layered. There's 2 drums. I'm kind of curious how that sounds. Okay, let's do that. And that works pretty well. So should we quantize? Why not? And then, sorry, and this always is moving constantly. So let's get rid of that. Okay, let's try again. There we go. So we go. Oh, now that it's quantized, it actually sounds kind of funky to me. So it's like every other sample is triggering. It's slightly off of the initial attack. That's okay. So we have that. Let's get out of there. Then we have the timpani going dun dun. Let's listen to the notes again. Okay, so I'll just use my Cine samples. I'll have to hit it really loud on the highest velocity. Like that. Okay. Alright, let's listen to some other timpani hits. There's another hit there. Why don't we just kind of do it as we go? I think it was here. Oh, no, that was right here. Okay, and it sounds like there's also another hit with that second timpani. I think I missed that here as well. Oh no. Okay, so we're okay there. If we're gonna stay true to this. So there's another hit right there. So then let's find the other timpani. There we go. Okay. So was there any other drum? There's a dun dun. So let's go one more. Right, and this one's a little bit quieter, I think. Okay, let's listen to it now. Alright, let's keep going. I think that's it. So you got another hit there. And there's a dun dun. So, okay, here we go. This is a very classic Danny Elfman to me. Beetlejuice or Pee Wee Herman's Adventure, Big Adventure. Kind of has that driving ostinato that he does that kind of repeats over and over, and then yeah, I don't know. He just has a very distinct sound. Of course, his later stuff doesn't sound anything like his earlier stuff, which is cool. Anywho, so you have this here. So there's just a hit right there. Cool, and there's a cool harp glissando that we'll have to figure out. Let's keep going. So now let's look at maybe the more easy stuff would be doubling that organ with string bass. Let's see when it comes in. So they're right there. So that maybe we make a mark, and we'll just say, should we say anything? Let's just say bass, string bass. How about that? And so let's listen for that real quick. Okay, so let's do those two things, cello and the string bass. Where am I at? Okay, so which ones should I use? I'm a little lost here. There we go. I think I'll do my... Well, actually, I think I'll do this one. I'll do the Spitfire one instead. So we have... If it's loaded. Sometimes I think it's loaded, but it's not. That's really weird. Let's just load all these guys in. Now it's working. All right. So over here we have... why don't we just copy this over? So starting here where that marker is, let's just do this, but then we're going to shape it. I'm not sure about this part, so I'm going to mute it, but at least for here it does, it's just doubling. Okay, of course it's on the wrong octave. And let's do, could do marcato or can do a sustain. Let's try a sustain first. Okay, cool. Let's try again. Let's go a little wider. Yeah, I'm not really digging that tone. Let's go to a different one. Let's try... maybe we separate these. Let's go to the Pacific and do one of these, or actually probably better this one. Let's go down here. For some reason my triggers aren't happening, so now it's working. Okay, so we got that. Why don't we just do the cello, the viola, and everything in between while we're here. Okay, let's open up these guys. I think this one sounds a little bit better, and we can put some legato in there. Okay, let's try again. Okay, let's try again. So that's where the harp glissando would happen. I have a suspicion there's maybe tuba here too, so let's well actually no, tuba plays the melody, I think. Okay. No, so it's very string stringy there. I think it's a bit brighter though, so I'm debating on if we do cello with it. Maybe we do that for one option. Okay. It's really low. I don't think it's doing that. Okay. I think that'll be okay for now. Then you have this other line here that does some Bartok Pizzs, it sounds like. Da, 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 da. Okay. Dun, dun. It's very clean. It's almost sounds like it's coming from one instrument. Bum 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 bum. So what do we do? Bum 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 bum. It almost just sounds like it's pitzing. It's like a solo cello. Let's look at a solo cello for a second. The one that I'm thinking that would work really well is this one. Let's look at their Pizzs. This is Tina Guo from Cinesamples. Let's listen to that again. It doesn't have that bite. That's basically what it's playing, I'm hearing, but let's try it for here and then go try a different approach if we need to. So let's put that in for now, and then you have. Oops. There you go. I missed that note. All right, so this is pizzicato. A little bit quieter. It's very thin sounding, so I'm suspecting it's a bass, solo bass instrument. I only have one from that, so, and it's actually part of my electric bass, I think. Let me see. Upright. Oh, I just have it under upright. So, well, actually, I do have more than one. Let's do this one. This is a contact one. And let's look at maybe... Let's try a default one. Let's see. This is a orange tree sounds. So I'm going to copy that. Let's go ahead and put this in here. And let's see. Oh yeah, we gotta open up the instruments, make sure they talk. I think that's because of this. Okay, let's go up. It's kind of short. Let's just double check that and see what's. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that, but not. Okay, let's try. I'm really curious now what the heck this is, but let's try viola. Maybe viola. almost sounds like it's too thick with a ensemble style. So, but that it could be a viola. I don't know. To me, it sounds has more body, like bass. It could be cello with just a different sample. Just has to have a little more character. That's all. See, this one's like so clean. If I go higher on the velocity, let's see what it does. That's it right there. So I just need to bounce on that bridge, or on that neck, I mean. And let's bring it up slowly. Okay, and then it's like rushing, so it's just ahead of the beat for some reason. Okay, well, let's figure out why it's doing that. And this one doesn't have to be so. Okay, all right. Let's call it good on that one. Now we dial that sound in. Let's go to the next part. So the next part would be the choir. Oh man, that's gonna be hard. Octave higher. So let's try figuring that out. Whoa, hello. I'm not sure what happened there, but it's kind of like that. It could be a real choir that was pitched down, or them just singing it like that, but okay. And it's a chord. I'm just hearing the top notes. Let's listen to this one real quick. Too much vibrato. Alright, I'm just thinking out loud. What's the best option? Sorry. Well, let's use what we have for now. So let's go ahead and press record. We'll go here. Wrong zone there for a second. Let's try that. Okay. I'm not sure where to end that. Yeah, it's around there. Okay, so that's one of those notes, and let's just keep it like that, and then we'll pitch bend. No, that's too much. Let's try again. What about the modulation? Yeah, let's try again. Okay. Pitch bend it. Nah. Keep going. Alright, that's gonna be tricky. Maybe I'm going too early. Let's try again. Okay, this is trickier than I thought it'd be. Okay, so let's try this other stuff. Is it an octave? No. Maybe it's still a bit drastic, so I'm going to make this a little less drastic by going like that. And let's make sure we're on the right tempo. Okay. And let's pitch, or not pitch, but pan this over to the right, just like in the recording. And let's listen again. Okay, and then what else? Is there another note? Just doing like an E flat chord maybe, but E flat minor. Let's listen again. The second one is very faint, or I should say the third note that's below it is very faint. So we could maybe try something like this and make it quieter on a different patch. And just bring this down. Okay. Let's shape the volume a little better. And let's do that here as well. Okay, I'm actually debating maybe if I layer this with something else, it might sound more poppy. It might pop more. Maybe not that much. Okay, there you go. Okay, and then let's put some reverb on that, on all of these guys. It's pretty up front in the mix, but it needs a tail, if anything. So let's just put it in the sends. So we have this. Okay. And I think this one is just a little bit behind the beat, so let's go forward more. Okay, and let's even get it quieter. So something like this. We draw it in maybe. Yeah, so let's kind of smooth that fade out a little more. Is that the best we can do? I think we can do better. Let's look at Liberis real quick. Liberis is another kids choir. This is boys choir, I believe. Maybe there's girls in it too. But if we were to put this in and just hear this, how it would sound. Do I have another legato? I don't. Okay. Let's put it over here. And make sure it's on. For some reason it doesn't want to turn on. Let's do this one again. Okay, so going back to what I was doing. Now it's working. Yeah, it's funky. Okay, let's push this to the right. Just a little bit more on the panning. So I'll push this over here. Cool. I kind of like this Liberis boys choir better. So we'll kind of put that more in the forefront, make it louder, and then layer these other women choirs above that, or below that, so to speak. So that sounds a lot better to me. Let's go ahead and find the other ones and figure out those notes. And this is a recording now. So it's just going So let's find those notes. And I'm not sure which beat that was. Maybe it's on the downbeat. So this is outlining that E flat minor chord again, but down at the bottom, and just doing a chromatic thing. So we'll go like this. But we gotta draw it in. I wonder if getting these velocities higher do anything as well. Well, we won't be able to hear it here, but okay, then let's go over here again. Let's bring this up. Why is it so quiet? Is it always this quiet? No, it's not. Oh, it's a little louder now. Okay, well. Okay. Let's go ahead and see how that sounds one more time. Oh, okay, you know what? It's one note, it sounds like, but it's bending. So let's bend it. And let's also make sure that this is at 0. Oh, that's weird. Oh, well, that's a bummer. So this is actually not doing any pitch bending. Huh, I didn't even hear that. Okay, so what can we do? I'm gonna go to over here real quick. I want to pull this up just briefly. If I could do something with that, like maybe there's an option here. So this is ADO stuff. All right. Let's see. Is there a pitch bend option? Sometimes they do have something like that. Pitch. So there's a pitch something here. Interesting. So maybe we point this one to the pitch bend, see if that actually does anything. No. So I would have to use like a actual fader for this, which is really odd to me. Let's do 2. Okay, let's do that. So this is 0 right now. Let's go ahead and go back here real quick. Okay, so now to show that, this is the breath. Breath is pitch bend here, so. Okay, let's solo this. And then we go back up. Let's go back up first. I gotta find it. It's was it 64 is the middle? Yeah, so 64. And then we're gonna go up. Something like that. Let's try again. Okay, so that's what we're gonna have to do for the other stuff. This one we can also sort of bend down or get quieter. And let's just do that for the other ones. So over here we have I'll put him in first. Okay, then we draw it in. Let's try again. Okay, and then we go up. Okay. Also, every time you do these pesky pitch bends, you just have to remember to get back to 0 here, or else it'll stay at that pitch. Okay. Same thing over here. Let's just do this quickly. Yeah, there's that pitch bend again. So it's not at 0. So let's go change it back right over there. Right, maybe right at the get-go. Here we go. Oh yeah, but let's also make sure it's loud. It's tricky because when we're doing this with the CC7, it's like a fine balance on how much we need to get quiet and then go back up again. That sounds like Dune for a second. Let's try it again. Oh, interesting. So these are oohs. That's gonna be a problem. Okay. And what is that? That's the gospel choir. Sorry, 1 second. Let's see if I can. So there's no ahs, it sounds like, for this choir. Unless it's just too much, I feel like. Yeah. This is going down a slippery slope here. Let's just do that. I guess we'll commit to this. So we'll do that first one again, and then we just gotta make this quieter. So okay, and then we got one more. Let's go. And then we're gonna just do the same treatment that we did before with the pitch bend. Alright, so we got that. That's the idea. Maybe a mod wheel for CC7. Anywho, then we'll have to do a few more of these. Okay, so let's listen again. First off, before we go to this chord, is there a harmony here? That's always a question that we overlook sometimes. Sounds like it's all in unison, so let's move on then to that next chord. Okay. And then maybe an octave higher from there. Let's do that real quick. This one's really quick too. I think what we could do actually is sort of copy this stuff. Let's go here. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this over to here. But we're gonna pitch it up and maybe change the pitch bend. Well, does it go up or down? It goes up. Oh no, it goes down. So we do the opposite of all of that, which we can do quickly. One of these is CC2. Actually, from here. Okay, and then there we go. Okay, now let's find those notes. So this is in harmony. Okay, so one of the voices is doing that. The other voice, I guess we could copy all of these at once, is probably like a third. Cool. Alright, so now we're going to pitch bend these. First one on deck is this omnisphere. I'm going to bring some of these down as well. Okay, here we go. Okay. And we could probably go just a little bit longer. Try again. Okay, alright, next. Pitch bend. Oh, you know what? Am I doing the... I'm going the opposite. I need to go down, huh? So this one is pitch bending up. I think this is the first one. Okay, let's try again. I messed up. Okay, so opposite way. Here we go. Let's do it again. So we're trying to hit the half note on the beat 3 for all these. So let's make sure we draw this to 0 first. Cool. Oh, and also I need to go back up. So maybe we draw zeros over here. Let's do that real quick on these other two. And last one. And then last but not least is the Liberis choir, which it says Omni, but it's Liberis over here. Okay, here we go. Sorry, it's not pitch bend. This one is breath. Try again. Too much. Okay, something like that. Okay, let's listen to this by itself. Maybe too much. Okay, all right. How many more of these do we have to do? Cool. That's it, actually. Whew. That's a bit of programming there. And that's, you know, if you can't afford a choir, that's what you do. You do stuff like that. So yeah, the real thing is always better. With that being said, though, we have a good ground or framework for building off of the other things. There's some horn hits that we need to do now. There's a horn rip. So let's find a horn rip. I think I have some down here. Okay, so first off, I have some good ones here, and I think I have one of these guys. Okay, so I'll turn on 3 of these, and let's see how each of these sounds. So first on deck, we have Emperor of Cheese. How are you, man? I cannot hear you. Oh, volume is very low, but Cubase audio is fine. Let me know if I'm cutting through better. I'll talk a little louder. I was probably whispering. Sorry about that. This one's a bit on the high end. I think it's an octave higher compared to the other one. I'm not sure that's why that's so reverby. So those are more character ones. If we're just looking for a generic one, I think this one would be really good. Sorry. Let's find it. There you go. I think these are octave ones, though. That's the problem. So, okay. Out of all those, I'm trying to think. I think I have one more, actually. Before we call it good, let's go to my Spitfire stuff. Spitfire. Hey, thanks, Guy Shard. Bravo. Yeah, it's tricky. So my audio is low. Okay, very, very low. I'm not sure why. I'm seeing that it's all good on my end. Yeah, YouTube might be different. It could just be a Twitch thing. I'm sorry. I'll see what I can do here real quick. Let's double check. So yeah, as far as I know, everything's coming through, but I will. I do notice it kind of quiet too. That's weird. Ha ha ha. Let me see something. I'll bring the gain up just a bit more. Ha. Is that good? Let me know if that's better for you guys. If that's too loud, let me know. Okay, so going to what we were doing before. We have these horns. So I have some Jaeger horns. Okay, here's some rips. And then I have arc. And these are actually, I don't think we need these. It was Spitfire horn. Here we go. Let's actually load up these two. We might need them anyways for the melody. Much better though. Okay, great. You know, I might have tweaked something in the past, and so I didn't realize I was that quiet, but okay. Yeah, good to know. I will monitor that next time. Okay, here's some other rips. Okay. To me, that one's closer. I got one more. That's weird. Oh yeah, hold on one second. Let's see, something's not right. So if I go here and I go here, that's not doing what it should be doing. So let's go one more time into this and figuring out what the heck's going on with my horn. This might be the cleanest if we were to get this going. Okay, so we have a horn rip here. For some reason, that part is not working. So why is that? Is it because this is not on? So say lock to UACC. Okay, now it's working. So this was a programming thing. I'm gonna save this. Haha. And let's go back here. Let's listen to this stuff. So I'm suspecting that's like a B flat and a B natural, or oh, it's a C sharp and a D. That actually sounds really good. I think I'll pick this one as a winner. Okay, but I think it's on the offbeats now. Now I think about it. Okay, there we go. So let's put that into this. Cool. And now I've heard this a lot of times. Compared to the recording, this one of these need to be brought up more than others. I think I also realized that I did this kind of wonky on the first one. I should probably make these like this and use the pitch bend for bending the pitch so that's smoother. Kind of sounds weird where it's like attacking. You can hear the attack. So this is gonna bug me. But then on top of that, I need to figure out which of those voicings, probably the one of these need to be brought down lower. Anyways, actually higher. Maybe. Let's listen one more time. Oh wow, it is this one. So this one needs to be actually a little louder. So this is tricky. Okay. Anyway, real quick, we're gonna go down the aisle here. Pitch bend these. Right. It might be better if I were to go like this. Like that, but better. Okay, let's do the next one. Yeah, so like this. There you go. And then draw this into 0. I think this will be a better approach. Let's hope the best here. Okay, let's try again. Okay. And last one. This is CC2. Okay. And that's right again. Yeah. Okay. Man, that's so weird. Maybe I combine them. So like one of them does this, one of them does that. Man, it's just so tricky with programming this, but it's worth a shot. And then on top of that, this one, the volume needs to be brought up. Let's try this one too. Yeah. Nah. It's okay. Let's just fix that real quick. This one needs to be brought down just a little bit. Okay, let's keep going with the horns though. Okay, cool. So this is just kind of doing the same stuff. Okay, so right there. I also heard clarinet there. Right there. So let's fix, or not fix it, but let's add that in. So we have to load it in first. Let's go to Cinemax Studio. Woodwinds are fantastic. Now that I've been playing around with it more, so I highly recommend that. Here's one right here. And yeah, I'm really digging their woodwinds, because I haven't really dealt with a good woodwind library that is consistent and has good tone. This one, I'm actually very impressed by their tones and just all the programming they had to do to get that going. I'm not sure which sound we're going to go for here. It almost sounds like just a really fast legato or marcato, something around there. So it's like, and let's see if this turns on too. It's kind of like that. But let's get the right notes in. I meant to go like that. It's kind of like that. All right. Okay, let's bring up the velocity a little more. Cool. Let's bring up the CC. Oops, sorry guys. I just realized you can see my whole body. Let's go back to this. I actually have my num lock sometimes turned off, and it'll go to the whole thing there. Okay, so let's see here. Marcato sounds nice. It just sounds kind of quiet, so we'll bring that up. Something like that. Okay. And then it sounds like it plays again here. Interesting. So let's go ahead and double that. All right. Sam, what stuff? The fries? If so, it's commonplace to have them as a side to your plastic sandwich. I guess I'm missing some context of what you guys are talking about. I'm reading that like, do I have a sandwich over here? Okay, anyways. Okay, let's look at other stuff. Okay, so we're just missing this part, and I think we have most of what we need, if not all. But so this part is dun 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 dun, and this is copying the harpsichord. Let's just listen to the beginning. So there's nothing there, but here there's some strings. I'm guessing violins and flute or something. Okay, so we're close. Let's do violin first. Okay. So over here we have let's try again. Okay, so we got that going. It's weird when you play it back in real time and record it. It's always in front of the beat for my setup. Okay, and then let's listen to this one. So it's the same stuff. I think there's also a bottom voice. Okay, so I'm hearing weird other, actually stuff that's not a violin. I think I'm hearing like a harmony of this actually now, which is interesting. So let me figure that out real quick and then come back to the violin. No. So I'm hearing F sharp. So let's listen to this a little. Ooh, I'm not sure if there's a harmony there, but I don't think that works, but that might actually work, but alright, okay, let's do that as a guess. Let's listen to this. Okay, so I'm hearing octaves at least, so maybe violin 2 does the octave below. And let's go just a bit quieter on that. Okay, cool. And then in the recording, I'm hearing maybe flutes or oboe probably doubling there. So let's do that. Maybe we do flutes and oboes. So let's load these guys in. Or, should we do it in here? It's kind of tempting just to do it in here for now. So, excuse me. If I do that, and I go up, let's try this. So go here, and then let's just combine this into here. Delete that. Okay, and then we just go. This is an ensemble patch. That or the chorus. Let's see. Let's try chorus. There you go. That's it. It's a little bit louder. Maybe with the velocity. This is more velocity sensitive than I want it to be, so let's bring it down again. Now we have the harp. Let's see if anything else happens here before we do the harp. So I feel like we're missing something on that bass line. The bass line just sounds a lot more up front. So it could be a mic thing. It could, you know what it is? It's probably trombone. That's probably what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's probably what it is. So let's just double this cello thing with the trombone, either here or here. That sounds better. Cool. And I feel like actually that's the violin. Maybe on the bass, this upright bass that we have, we just go down on volume wise. Let's see. So this doesn't do anything. I don't need that. So it'll just be in here. Something. Maybe we crescendo actually. Cool. All right, and then harp would be next. So let's go ahead and add that into the mix. So most of this we don't need. The only thing that I kept are some of those. Okay, so why don't we delete the ones that we're not using so it's not as confusing here. Okay. Harp. So harp, we have our Elysium down here. And because we're in minor, maybe we just do a minor one. So how does this work? This one is based on the key switch down below here. So I want to hit a B flat. And now, if I hit that B, does that play? I'm not sure. Let's see here. Maybe I need to go down one. Okay, so my B on the white key is actually playing B flat now. And then, here we go. Let's listen to the recording again. Okay. There's also a horn that rips right here. I'll do that after, but anywho, let's listen to that harp. Okay. And it starts on 13. Okay, so it goes low to high, in the middle of the bar, go back down. Something like that. Let's try. That's the idea. Let's try again. Okay, so that's better. That makes sense what I just did. Let's actually bring this over to the start of that. Okay, I feel like this needs to go quicker, so we might have to stretch this. There you go. That's a little better. Let's bring. Sorry, let's see. Okay, that works. So maybe we can draw it a little better. What's the highest note? B? Okay. That's a little too clean almost. But let's see. I had it like that before. Maybe go higher. There you go. That sounds a little better. Okay, and there's a horn I mentioned earlier, so let's fix that. I think the horn hit is here, actually. Yeah. So there's a room. It's right there, right on the money. Yeah, it's a little loud, so there you go. All right. Cool. The brass needs to all that bass stuff that we have here. Let's just crescendo. This really subtle stuff. Let's try again. Okay. Where else? We have the trombone. Maybe I'll do this in up top. Cool. I think I want to reshape this too, just in general. You can really hear the tinny of the brass, which is a nice color. Let's try again. Okay, great. I don't know if was there like a timpani roll or like a crash cymbal. I think it was the suspended and then timpani hit. There's also probably a bass drum hit there too. So let's do that now. So we have, where are you? Right here. This is the one I tend to fall back on. I have another one. The East-West is pretty decent too. This one's just easier program, so I just kind of just use what is easiest, I guess. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Let's do maybe a gong as well, just for fun. Not that one, but let's just make this one a little quieter. So we go like this. Let's try that. Even if there's not really gong there, it just kind of gives a nice color to it. And then let's bring that down just a little bit. Okay. Bass drum. So far we actually haven't put bass, just some taiko hits, and it's pretty good. Maybe we double some of that. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know where. Maybe here, here, and there. Anywho, so then when we hit this spot, kind of blends. Okay, so for the most part, that's the idea. All right, how are we doing on time? 10 o'clock. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the melody of this next section. It might not be fully fleshed out, but I do want to start this, and then perhaps next week we'll continue this and where we left off on another Thursday. By the way, when is Halloween? I think Halloween's coming up, but it's not next week, is it? Today's the 17th, so next week will be the 24th, and then the week after is Halloween. Cool. So my plan is to finish this by next week. So I gotta push it a little more today to make that happen. The thing that's gonna make this hard isn't the melody; it's the strings here in this next section. Let's not worry about the string yet. I'll play that for you guys too as a refresher, but let's do the melody. So we gotta find an instrument that sounds kind of like a synthy, like frozen piano type sound, and then you layer that with tuba, contrabassoon, and am I missing anything else? Let's see. Okay, and there's like some cool. This is so 90s to me. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm out. I mean, you hear that all the time, like in cartoons, like Looney Tunes or Animaniacs. If you guys ever watched that, Tiny Toons was another one. Yeah, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. That's kind of what it reminds me of. So, anywho, those are the three melody instruments. You have tuba, contrabassoon, and this synth thing that's on the left of the stereo field. So let's go ahead and do at least the contrabassoon and tuba. And I'm not sure which one sounds best. This search for contrabassoon is interesting. And we'll have to pan it centered. I kind of like this one tone-wise, so let's start there. Okay. Here we go. Let's go 2 measures back. We'll do it in legato for now. Oh, wrong octave, sorry. Let's try again. That didn't even want to record, did it? Let's try it. Oh, it is there. It's just way down there. It did record. Okay. Let's see. What should I do? Let's just do it again. It threw me off. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. I can do this. Okay, that's probably the better one. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go a little bit short. Cool. I'm gonna push some of these notes back as a little bit rushing, but the second half sounds pretty good. So let's actually audition that now with another. This is the Cinemax Studio Woodwinds. So now, for some reason, this one I have to pitch up an octave to make it sound like it was on the other one. This one has like a nice buzzier tone, which we were wanting to replicate, I think. Here's another one. This is East West. Let's see. I gotta go down again. Man, I like that. If we can just program that a little better with the volume. So let's bring it down, and then let's go. Let's go mid on this. So we're gonna have to collapse the stereo field. And it's still kind of loud, but it's really buzzy. Okay. Also, some of these notes are a little too long. Even shorter maybe. Okay. Maybe not. Okay. That's pretty close. And then let's do that with the tuba. This is a tuba I really like. This is Spitfire. Okay, maybe we program that. All I hear is that contrabassoon. Maybe we bring it down a little more on the contrabassoon there. Look at that. Dun dun. Wow, it's funky. Let's fix that. That's gonna be the same down here too. Okay, let's see if we can hear that tuba better. I heard something weird. I'll have to fix that in a second. Is that on both of these? Oh man. Oh yeah. Okay. Bum bum bum. That should be. Oh, okay. So somehow I flubbed it. Okay, so that note should have been there in the first place. Okay, now that the tuba is nice and loud, let's shape this again. Okay, and I'm not sure if it's 2 bars. It is. Okay, and then it looks like we maybe play like that, maybe on both of those too, or just the tuba. Is my guess. Oh, sorry. That's the recording. This is mine. Okay, and maybe we just play that too. Somewhere like that. Okay. That's one option. Let's go back to the Spitfire version of the same thing. I kind of like the brightness of the other one better, but then there was this one too, which we should give another chance. We're still auditioning this. So this one just needs to be louder. Oh, and then this needs to go up. We could try like a marcato or one of these. Let's see if that sounds better. Okay. I don't know. They all sound a little different. We can combine maybe. Let's see if we combine and hear how that sounds. I kind of like not as thick there, so yeah, maybe we just do that, and then let's just fix the timing here. Timing is kind of bugging me. I'll just highlight all of them at the same time. So something's not right. Maybe we give it a little break. Do that for this one too. Boom. So even more, and then right here, something's every time I do that, it shifts. Sorry, let's see. That's this one. So what's bugging me is this phrasing here. Ba-boom. Maybe it's longer. Maybe just longer in general. Okay, and the just shaping, I guess. Oh, okay, sorry. Cool. Tuba. So tuba, I gotta do something a little bit similar. Go like that. That's not too short. Maybe about to that 16th note. Let's do that. But then maybe the phrasing here. Maybe this is rushing. Okay, cool. The CC7 here is a little wonky. I see. So then when we play these notes, it's a little rushing. That's okay. But I'm more concerned about this volume. Cool. Yeah. All right, let's bring that down just a tad. Okay, so programming wise, that's as good as it'll be for now, and then we'll add the other stuff around it. So we have this driving like string thing that's happening with woodwinds. Actually, it switches, so it's not strings anymore because strings are doing runs. So it sounds like it's these guys. Let's see. Cool. So let's go here. Let's add that in. Dun, dun. Maybe viola too. so we keep something going, reinforcing this. Cool. Dun 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 dun. Maybe we bum 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 bum. Maybe we do that riser thing that Sam was saying, the 90s riser. I'm not sure what the woodwinds are playing though. Bum, 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 bum. Almost sounds like that. Okay, and then bring it up. Hey Cheyenne, how are you doing? And then we'll shape this. Whoa, hello. Okay, all right, and then we'll shape this. So we have. All right, so I realized viola isn't playing anything here, so I think we just double viola here too. So here. Okay, and this is spiccato, right? Okay. Let's bring the volume down just a little bit. Okay, so that's the idea. So we're gonna just keep that going, I guess. Boom, 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 and then there's a trumpet there. Let's listen to the beginning again. Oh, there is a gong. I mentioned the gong is that was a guess, but okay. Man, okay. It's still doing its kind of thing here. Let's see, dun 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 dun. But it's I'm guessing it's playing something lower. Man, let's see. And for some reason I copied this a little wonky. So let's see. Okay. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we go A flat, B flat. It might just be the same notes. It could just be hovering, because it could work in a sense. It is, yeah, it's the same. And then so let's just copy that over. Put a little variance on that. Yeah, okay. Anywho, we'll put that in for now. so there's that. There is also the brass that's doing that riser thingy. There is, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so there's a melody here. The melody of the low tuba and contrabassoon is also doubled with like maybe 2 octaves or 3 octaves higher with some kind of synth. And I don't think I have a synth that sounds like that in my template. Let's see. There's it'll be somewhere up here. So let's see what I have first, and maybe I can swing something. But I'm guessing not. So one of these might sound really close, and we can just work it that way, or we can just find something. It'd be kind of like that, but not. It has to have like a sparkle to it. Maybe like that. Let's see. Maybe like a combination of those, like something in between that. And then let's fix that. Let's try this. Okay, so it recorded over it, didn't it? That's okay. Let's fix that note. So it's kind of like this. It's not exactly that, but this is really close. Okay, so you can kind of do that. Let the long notes tail out more. Okay, and then let's put the volume down even more. Let's pan this to the left. Let's bring the volume up back up just one. And then I think the contrabassoon is a bit loud, so let's bring that down a little bit as well. Dun, 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 dun. And then I think we're missing some kind of percussion thing. I'm kind of jumping around, but with the gong, I feel like the gong can be a little louder. So, all right. So now, I mentioned percussion, right? So let's listen for percussion. Now that I'm listening to melody, I think I got the melody wrong. We have this, and that key. Crap. So yeah, I think I'm hearing a wrong note that I'm playing. It should be dun dun. Alright, I think that's what it is. And then this is also it's that Lydian thing that Danny Elfman loves to do, like The Simpsons. Same thing, that tritone. Okay, so I just got 2 notes of those wrong, but everything else should be good. Alright, now did I fix... Oh, I didn't fix the other ones. That's because they're an octave lower, or like 3 octaves lower. Let's see here. So I got the lower voices, but not the higher voices. So let's do that real quick. it's not as ringy as we want it there. Maybe. Cool. And this one, we could maybe put like a washy verb that puts more of the mix in there. Cool. Great, great. I think there we're making some progress. Hey, Kyodan, how's it going? How do you feel about adding bass trombone to the melody? Ooh, yeah, I think that might be a great option. I was thinking tuba for the most part, just because it kind of has a more rounder tone. But you're probably right in that. Just because the more I hear it, it does sound kind of like a bass trombone. Let's do it. Bass trombone. Let's try. This one is really good. Let's try this guy. At first, I was thinking tuba because it sounds really round. But then it does have a little bit of that tinniness that's responsive, a bit more responsive. And it could be both. Maybe I'm hearing both. You're hearing the brighter side, I'm hearing the rounder side. So if we were to maybe do like a blend, that would be interesting. Yeah, and let's listen to this a few more times. We're missing a few other aspects that will sort of warm this up a bit more. It's weird. Some of the articulation on this sounds a bit short, where I would think it's not. And also, we could change some of the. Oh, hello. We can change some of the articulations too. Let's see. I'm gonna try a few things real quick. So that third note sounds like it's. Oh, it's actually pretty close. Anywho, boom, boom, boom. If we were to switch some of these out to, what I would say staccatos. Let's see how that would sound. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So what if we changed all these to marcato? Marcato. Tuning on some of these articulations are weird. That was like really flat. And the sustains are louder than the marcato. And I can mitigate that with some of this. There you go. There's a velocity thing. And then let's try that. Cool. Hang in there. Cool. Let's do that same treatment. I think that sounds a lot better now. So we're kind of selecting some of these to be marcato, right? I think bum, bum, bum. I think that was it. Bum, bum, bum. And then this stuff. So all of these, what if we go marcato, bring it up a bit. And then some of this rushes now because of the different key switches. There you go. That's pretty good. Let's bring down these two now, these massive instruments that we have. There you go. Okay, this is rushing just a little bit more now. Now that we're tweaking things, we have to tweak everything like that. Yeah, it's better now. So there was this the bass, this string bass thing that's happening. It actually keeps going here. So let's listen to that. Okay, so it's kind of doing dun 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 dun. So kind of basing off of that 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, let's bring this volume back down. Bring this up. Okay, so we're gonna just do this real quick on that B diminished chord. Dun, dum. I think it's that. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. So I think there's a A flat there. Okay, that's it. And then dun 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 dun. It's the same little run here. Dun 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 dun. Here. So let's shape that a little bit. And then let's just keep going. Cool. Nice. All right. That's one thing. There's some bass drum that I think will help just like glue this together a little more. So we have this. Actually, let's do it in conjunction with this one. So we have, actually, I can do it here. Okay. So there's a bass drum. I'm debating if I should just double that. But yeah, so we just do it every measure, I think. No, so it's every half note like this. It's kind of heavy. Let's see. What if I just did this one? so let's see here. So let's do shorter notes, and maybe we try a different note here too. Some of these can be more dampened. This is a dampened one, I think. So this one. There you go. Cool. Alright, now that we have a little bit of glue there, what other things glue it? It's the strings on the left-hand side, the violin in particular doing those runs. Can we do that today? I don't know if I have the energy or my mental capacity to do that. I'd love to, but I think what I'll do is maybe we'll hold off of that. We also have the brass doing stuff. So yeah, maybe we'll focus on the brass for now. Also, I think I want to hit the gong a lot harder by just triggering a different sample here. Let's try that again. Let's go higher. Maybe we'll go on the tippy top of the velocity, and there we go. We need that. We need that bright sound that comes from that gong when you strike it. There you go. It's better. Okay. All right. So let's look at the brass. There's so much going on. So let's do the most obvious, which is the trumpet here. Trumpet doesn't actually really play anything up until that little riser thing. So dun 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 dun. Let's figure those notes out. We have what's the best trumpet? Actually, I don't have this one up. Let's do this one. Staccato or tenuto? Okay, let's do staccato, and then let's listen for those notes again. So this is just spelling out a B flat dominant 7th chord. I'll just play it in real time. I rushed that. My bad. So okay. Let's crescendo. Maybe we'll manually crescendo that. Okay. That's the one instrument. Let's see. I think there's a harmony. Oops, hello. Let's figure that out. So we have. It's probably just doing spelling out the chord. So go like this. Okay. There's probably some horns playing there too. Let's listen for that. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see. I hear horns playing. Oh, hello. So it's basically playing this stuff. The trumpet line, trumpet 2, let's say. Horn is playing that at least over here. And then we can go sort of the octave below trumpet 1 and just play that an octave. Sorry, let's see here. Okay, so like this. Could be something like that. Okay, let's listen. I don't know if it goes lower. Maybe it's doing this instead. But let's try a different horn. Let's try this one. I also have a Spitfire one too. Let's see. Let's go. I like that. That's nice. Let's bring it down just a bit. Yeah, it sounds right to me. Yeah, you're right, Kyodon. I'm looking at the B diminished chord too as well, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's something up about that. But we're really close. So what if we just change that to the B natural instead of B diminished here, and let's just solo this now that we have a more full scope of what's playing. Solo. So we're just doing a B diminished, not a B flat. And then with that A flat, this is a fully diminished 7th chord. There you go. Perfect. All right. Yeah, thanks for that. Trombone's doing a B flat at the bottom of trumpets. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. You know what? This is wrong. Well, actually, I don't know. Is that right? That's. Oh, that was right. Okay. So I'm my ears are tricking myself now. Okay. Boom. So in that case, if that's that little riser, let's see what the brass follows up with after that little high note. Okay, now I hear horn there now, kind of filling in. Now, my guess is there horn playing here too? Okay, so I think it could be viola, it could be like a bass clarinet. Let's try something. It'd be nice to not have the horn kind of be separate like the trumpets do, and have something else fill in here. I feel like it needs something else, so let's go here. If we were to treat the bass clarinet kind of like a horn and do this little thing too, that might work a little better. So I was just thinking, because I hear something like the horn playing this, but then it would make sense to just orchestrate it this way. Anyways, just a thought. I'll bring it down a little bit. Just a little more. Okay. Okay, now there's a harmony in this melody as soon as this happens. What instrument is that? That might be a bassoon. That could also be trumpet, or I mean trombone. Wow. Okay, let's fill that in. You know what? Easier way to do that is grab these guys. And let's go to that bassoon that I had. Was it this one? That was probably this one. No, whoops, sorry, this one. Let's go here and let's just put this in here. Bum, 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 bum. I'm hearing this and I want to put it in before I forget or whatever. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's weird. Oh, okay, these are Mikados, that's why. Let's just do all legato for now. Okay, and then let's figure out the rest of those notes. It's hard to hear after that. Almost hearing. Almost that. That would work in the chord. Let's listen to this one more time. Maybe it's up here. Okay, so there's that. And then we're missing timpani. Okay, yeah. I'm getting distracted with all these other sounds, but the focus was actually to go and see what trumpet and horn are doing here. So, okay, again. Man. Now that bassoon could also easily be doubled or replaced with horn, but I have a feeling we do horn here. So let me try a different horn. Okay. All right, let's fix that in the bassoon. Okay. The last thing I'll do for today is timpani. Interesting. It's like timpani kind of plays bigger outlines of the chords. It sounds like. I was reading your note there, Kyodan. It's funny. We're thinking the same thing there. The horn are doubling with bassoons, bass clarinets on staccato. Yeah, that's awesome, man. What other notes did I miss? It looks like Sam is gone to bed. Have a good night, man. Okay, so real quick, I'm just gonna do timpani, and then maybe on the next time around we'll do those string runs because that'll be a lot of fun. That takes a lot of mental practice. So I think I'm checked out now, but I can do the timpani. Timpani is pretty easy. Let's go find it real quick. So there's this hit. And then after that, it goes to this little B natural. And there's also a roll that happens here. So we're going to maybe just do it in conjunction and then... And then we could hit the B flat, but a little quieter. Let this kind of ring out. Technically you would pedal this. This is close. It's kind of hard to do actually, but that's fine. And then I think there's not a timpani hit after that. So So that's it for now. I wish I had a little more time to do that string, but man, there's just a lot of cool little sounds that you just have to harvest and study as you're doing this, and you can't rush it. I feel like when you rush it, you're bound to make more mistakes than anything else. So that was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and play back what we got going on here. I really like those choir stuff. I hope I did a little bit of justice there to get those sounds going. I'm also going to just fix this up real quick, get them so that we can view everything a little easier. At least I like doing it this way. What else? Here we got this. All right, and then one other thing I'll do, actually just do that, is look at all of these data points. Okay, something's weird there. Okay. What's this? Harp? Now let's look at the articulations. Okay, starting here. Looks like we're assigning all of them so far. So far, so good. Okay, so perfect. I didn't make any mistakes. There's one of these was blank. I'm just gonna delete that. Let's go ahead and press play. This is the starting point of Tales from the Crypt. Here we go. section after that. All right, so we're getting there. The strings will add a lot. The left-hand side where the violins are doing these really fast runs, and that melody section will be really fun. But that's all the time I have tonight. Thanks for everyone who are watching with me. Big shout out to Kyodan, SD Sheridan, who's we all know who goes by Sam, and we also have Cheyenne. Big shout out to Guy Shard. Yeah, thank you guys for all watching. I may have missed some of your comments, but I do what I can. Emperor of Cheese on the Twitch side. Thank you. I think, oh yeah, there's also Riffs That Rule that was talking earlier today. Anywho, that's all for now. We got one more week after, so next week will be our last week before Halloween. So I'm not sure if we'll do a Halloween episode. I might do one maybe on Wednesday instead. Like maybe we do a October 30th episode or something. But generally Halloween's busy for me. So okay, I'll see you next week. Take care for now.